Right now, somewhere in the world, an animal is lying perfectly still. It is watching. It has been watching for a very, very long time. This creature watched the dinosaurs walk the earth. It watched them rise. It watched them rule. And then, without lifting its head, it watched them die. 66 million years ago, the sky turned to fire, and almost everything alive was erased. The dinosaurs vanished. The great sea reptiles vanished. Most of life on the planet vanished with them. But the animal in the water did not go anywhere. It simply waited for the world to end. And when the world ended, it stayed. You know this animal. You have seen it in rivers, in zoos, in your nightmares. It is the crocodile. And it is one of the greatest survivors in the entire history of life. So how did something so ancient outlast the dinosaurs when almost nothing else could? To answer that, you have to travel back further than the disaster itself. You have to go back to a time before the dinosaurs were even in charge. The ancestors of crocodiles first appeared more than 200 million years ago. They are not lizards. They are something older and far stranger. Crocodiles belong to a group called the archosaurs, the ruling reptiles. Dinosaurs were archosaurs too. So were the winged pterosaurs that once filled the ancient skies. In a very real way, a crocodile is a cousin of the dinosaur, sitting quietly on the same branch of a very old family tree. But here is the part almost no one learns. The crocodiles of the deep past looked nothing like the ones alive today. Some of them ran across open land on long, upright legs, chasing prey like predators out of a fever dream. Others abandoned the land completely. Picture a crocodile with flippers instead of feet, and a tail shaped like a fish, gliding through the open ocean. That animal was real. Now picture another one longer than a bus, with a skull the size of a grown man, powerful enough to drag a dinosaur beneath the water. That one was real too. For over 100 million years, the crocodile family experimented. They grew enormous. They grew small. They took to the sea, the swamp, the coastline, the plains. While the dinosaurs stole all the attention, the crocodiles quietly tried on nearly every shape a reptile could wear. And then the asteroid arrived. When it struck, the destruction was almost beyond imagining. Forests burned across entire continents. The air filled with dust. The sun disappeared for years. The plants died first. Then the animals that fed on the plants. Then the hunters that fed on them. The whole food chain collapsed from the bottom up. So why did the crocodiles survive it? The answer is that they were already built for a broken world. A crocodile is cold-blooded. It does not burn energy just to stay warm. It can live on almost nothing at all. Think about what that really means. A large crocodile can go for months, sometimes more than a year, without a single meal. When the sun vanished and food grew impossibly scarce, most creatures starved within weeks. The crocodile did something else entirely. It slowed its heart, lowered its body, and simply waited. But patience alone was not the whole secret. Crocodiles lived in the water, and the water is what saved them. On dry land, the devastation was near total. But rivers, lakes, and swamps followed different rules. These places were fed by decay, by rotting leaves and dead matter. And that quiet food chain kept turning even after the sky went dark. And a crocodile will eat almost anything. Fresh meat, rotting meat, fish, insects, bones. Whatever the dying world happened to leave behind. When you are not fussy and you barely need to eat, an apocalypse becomes something you can outlast rather than something that kills you. Is it really any wonder this animal made it through? There is one more piece to the puzzle, and it is easy to miss. Size. The truly gigantic crocodiles, the monsters that once hunted dinosaurs, mostly died out with them. The ones that lived through the catastrophe were the smaller, humbler kinds, hiding in the mud, needing less, asking less of a ruined planet. And once the smoke finally cleared, something remarkable happened. the survivors did not just cling on. They spread. In the strange, empty world left behind, crocodiles quietly bloomed into dozens of new forms, filling rivers and coastlines that the dead giants had left wide open. For a time, they were everywhere. Their way of raising the next generation helped too. A crocodile buries its eggs and, unlike almost every reptile before it, guards them fiercely, carrying its hatchlings gently in the same jaws that can crush bone. It is a strange kind of tenderness from such an ancient killer. And in a dangerous world, that care meant more of its young lived long enough to inherit the water. Ask yourself how many creatures could manage all of this at once. Barely eat. Barely move. Eat anything. Hide in the water. Protect their young. Wait out the end of the world. Almost none. The crocodile could do every single one. And this was not a one-time miracle. The crocodile lineage has done this again and again. It has passed through not one mass extinction, but several, across more than 200 million years. Whole empires of animals have risen and fallen around it, and each time the crocodile remained. People love to repeat a certain idea about crocodiles. They say the crocodile never changed, that it is a living fossil, frozen in time. That is not quite true. Crocodiles have kept evolving, slowly and quietly, the entire way through. The real story is stranger and more impressive. The crocodile found a design that worked, and it refused to waste it. The low, armored body. The eyes and nostrils raised just above the waterline. The bite, one of the most powerful ever measured on Earth. When a design is this effective, evolution has very little reason to redraw it. So the shape endured, not because it was trapped, but because it was almost perfect for the life it lived. Consider that the next time you see one, that flat, ancient face is a blueprint that has outlasted mountains and oceans. It has watched the very map of the Earth tear apart and rearrange itself. Even the animal's body is a fortress most creatures never had. Its immune system is astonishingly tough, able to fight off infections that would kill almost anything else. Its heart is unusually complex, able to hold its breath and reroute its own blood for hours beneath the surface. Every part of it seems tuned for one purpose: to endure. Today, only two kinds of archosaur are left alive on this entire planet. One of them is the birds, the last true children of the dinosaurs. The other is the crocodile. Along with its close relatives, everything else from that vanished world is gone. So when you watch a crocodile drifting in a river, you are not simply watching an animal. You are looking through a living window into a lost world. The same family that once shared the earth with Tyrannosaurus is still here, still hunting, still waiting at the water's edge. Nothing else on Earth can truly say that. It makes you wonder what the crocodile really is. Not a monster, not a leftover from a forgotten age. Something closer to a witness. A creature that has seen the world end more than once and quietly refused to end with it. We like to think of ourselves as the rulers of this planet now. We build, we spread, we imagine that we are permanent. But in truth, we are astonishingly new here. And the crocodile has watched newcomers arrive and disappear many times before. One day, in some distant future, this world may change again. The rules may break. The powerful may fall. The sky, perhaps, may darken once more. And if that day ever comes, it is not hard to picture which animal will still be there, half submerged, unbothered, watching. It watched the dinosaurs die. One day, it may watch us go too.